Hi, welcome back to Wallflowers. So as you can see, today is our Friday haul. Um, I've got my pad ready. I've done the price cost analysis. I've named the item. I've said how much I've paid for the product, how much it would have cost me in the supermarket, and how much I've saved. So first off is 4 portions of 6 pork sausages. So I managed again to get these 4 packets at just £1, so 25p per packet. Had I bought them in the supermarket, it would have cost me £3.50 a packet. So I've paid £1, it would have cost me £14, so it's a saving of £13. Amazing. And as regular, I'll take the packaging off, put them in Ziplocs and put them in the freezer. Second on the list is pork patties. I originally thought these were burgers and that's why I picked them up. But they're actually pork patties. They're not much different from the sausage meat. I paid £1.50 a packet and each one has got 4 burgers in, 4 sausage patties. So I've paid £3. It would have cost me £4.18 in the supermarket. So it's a £1.18 saving. And this one I haven't seen for a while, so it's a charcuterie platter. Now I've paid £2 for that, so obviously we've got the Parma ham, chorizo, salami, and another form of salami. So I've paid £2 for that. Would have cost me £4.65 in the supermarket, so a £2.65 saving. That'll be beautiful over the weekend. We'll have a nice little platter with some cheese, etc., and some nice bread, and that'll be delicious. I got these 2 deep pan cheese loaded pizzas. I've paid £1 a piece for them. Had I bought them in the supermarket, I paid £2 for the 2 of them. Had I bought them in the supermarket, it would have cost me £2.70, so a 70p saving. Not a lot, but totally worthwhile. 70p is better off in my pocket. This is 1.2 kilo of basically breaded chicken, coated chicken, and the filleted. So I paid £2.50 for that. Had I bought that in the supermarket, it would have cost me £11. So that's an £8.50 savings. Now Oscar will go to town on that. He'll absolutely love it. Next is something you've seen me picking up lately. So it's the Kerry-made cheese sauce and it's cheddar cheese. And this we are using regularly on a number of things. Oscar's using pasta and cooking pasta to enable him to add the cheese sauce to it. So I've built up a supply of pasta and it does need using up. So I'm happy that he's using it and using the cheese sauce. So it's an investment. So I pay 50p a carton, which is £1. They're actually £4.99 in the supermarket, so it would have cost me £9.98 to buy those. So it's basically a £9 saving. The sandwiches were free again today, the battens. So we've got cheddar and coleslaw, chicken and mayonnaise, cheese savoury, and another cheddar and coleslaw. As I say, they were absolutely free. They would have cost £2.59 each. So it would have come to a total of £10.36. So a £10.36 saving to me. Picked up a little bit of parsley. It was just nice to see that. I haven't seen that for a while. So I've paid 42p for that. Would have cost me £1 in the supermarket, so it's a £1.58 saving. And a nice little cauliflower to use some of this sauce with. And you can see it looks beautiful. There's no marks on it at all. I've paid 42p for that cauliflower. It would have cost me £1.20 in the supermarket, so a 78p saving. The standard 4 burgers we buy, I paid 20p for those burgers. Would have cost me £1 in the supermarket, so an 80p saving. And these look really interesting. So it's shrimp patties, so basically prawn patties. They're just small, but they will be beautiful. Maybe a jack of potato and some salad. Be a nice little meal. So I paid 40p for those shrimp patties. They would have actually cost me £6.99 in the supermarket. So it's a £6.59 saving. Woohoo! A lettuce that was basically picked fresh off the farm today. I actually got that for free, and we're going to have to use that up quickly. So it looks like we're going to have pizza for tea with a fresh salad and some garlic bread. So I got the lettuce for free. Would have cost me 60p in the supermarket, so a 60p saving. And I picked up some pak choy. A little bit of marking on the bottom of one or both of them. Want to peel that off. We've got a nice little bit of pak choy. I paid 40p for that. Would have cost me £1.49 in the supermarket, so £1.09 saving. I was just saying to Mr. Wallflowers before we started recording, we never really bought pak choy in the supermarket when we shopped there. But what we used to buy was the Chinese leaves, and I haven't been able to buy those in the discounted stores I go to, the food initiatives. I just had a little pang. I wouldn't mind fancying some Chinese leaves. We've not had them for a while. Used to cook some meat and then put it on top of the Chinese leaves and have a little bit of a stir fry with it. And delicious. And the crispy seaweed, yeah, absolutely gorgeous. So I bought this loose leafed cabbage. I've paid 20p for this. Would have cost me 60p in the supermarket, so 40p saving. Another small bag of tea bags from Mr. Wallflowers. I've paid 20p for those. Would have cost me 49p in the supermarket, so a 29p saving. All adds up. I got 3 little chocolate chip pastries there, twists. I got those for free. Would have cost £1.30 in the supermarket. Amazing. They'll be pudding. We normally say they'll be for Duff. That's what we mean, Duff's pudding. A bag of Biscoff. I promised last time I was going to make a cheesecake. Mr. Wallflowers and Oscar kept using all the biscuit crumb on ice cream, etc. Excuse me. So I'm going to put a label on this, do not touch. So I've paid £2 today for that large bag of Biscoff. So it's 750 grams. It would have cost me 300. It would have cost me £3.99 in the supermarket, which is a £1.99 saving. I picked up a French stick for free. I had to snap it to fit it in my shopping trolley. But it's lovely and we have to break it to eat it anyway. So I picked that up for free. Would have cost me £1, so £1 saving. This was quite funny. You see the state of the packaging all ripped open. But I did take the bag out and I checked it was still completely airtight. I'll probably put the cereal in a different container anyway. So I was still happy to pick it up. So I've paid 20p for that box of Crunchy Nut cornflakes today. And it's the smaller size. So what we got? 460 gram box for 20p. It does look a show, but the food inside isn't affected, so I'm quite happy with that. I paid. Yeah, I bought Oscar a fancy cereal dispenser from Temu, and he's loving it. So we just keep topping it up with different cereals. At the moment, he's got Frosties in and a muesli in the other one. So those Crunchy Nut will just go straight in there once he's finished with one of them. So I say I paid 20p for that box today. Had I bought it in the supermarket, it would have cost me £3.69. So it's a £3.49 saving. Amazing. Just a small packet of beef stock cubes. I paid 20p for those today. It would have been £1.30 in the supermarket. So £1.10 saving. And the next one, you'll like this. Not a lot, but you'll like it. I bought some shortbread fingers. I paid £1 for those. And when I've priced them, they would have only been £1 in the supermarket. So I've neither been diddled or gained, it's just flat. But I bought those because I just fancied them. They're all butter and they'll be a nice little treat over the weekend sometime. So I've not been diddled, I've not gained, I've not lost a pound and a pound. That's not happened for a while, has it? I got 2 loaves of bread. I must say I did investigate the pink one. I picked her up and looked at it, but it's just some form of promotion called Tickle Pink. The bread's exactly the same, it's still a thick cut. So I got one for free and I paid 20 pence for the other. So I got 2 loaves for 20 pence. Would have cost me £2.80 in the supermarket because they're £1.40 each. So a £2.60 saving. Got a small tin of baby carrots. Cost 20 pence. Would have only been 50 pence in the supermarket. But a 30 pence saving to me. Also a tin of tomato soup for 20 pence. Would have been 63 pence in the supermarket. So a 43 pence saving. And this looked quite nice. It's just a standard jar of tomato sauce. But it's sun-dried cherry tomatoes with basil, and it's the brand of Heinz, and it looks really nice. So I picked that up for just 20 pence. It's got no added sugar. And when I look for the price of it, it would have actually cost £3 in the supermarket. So it's a £2.80 saving to me. Just looked a little bit different to the jars I normally pick up, you know. And I can use that again for water bath in that jar. This is actually baby food, and it's crazy, but Oscar actually enjoys it. It's just a porridge like with blueberries in. I got him a while ago, and he said, "Oh, I'm not too sure," but when he tasted it, he said it's delicious. Mummy said, "If you see it again, pick it up." So I paid £1 for this packet today. Would have actually been £2.40 in the supermarket, so £1.40 savings. And these drinks were free. It really shocked me, the price of them. That's just a little bottle of, it's called Naked Blue Machine, and it's a smoothie. So I picked that up for free. That little bottle would have been £2 in the supermarket. You'll just drink that in no time. I think nothing of it, just a bottle of juice. But would you pay £2 for a little drink like that? I know I wouldn't. So a £2 saving. And these 2 drinks were free as well. So they're a blueberry drink. They've got added fibre, etc. He'll enjoy them. He drinks anything like that. So I got them for free. They would have cost £3, so a £3 saving. This was different. We go through ketchup quite a lot in this house. So it's a bottle of tomato ketchup, but it's actually pickled flavour. So I thought that might be a nice addition for the pizzas, for something like that. It's just a small bottle, so I'll only use it sparingly for flavours rather than just as a condiment. I had a little hiccup there, the microphone cut out, so I'll carry on. So the next item is some tomato ketchup, and you can see it's one item, so it's cost me 40 pence. But the twist on this is it's a pickled flavour tomato ketchup. So we use quite a lot of tomato ketchup in the house, but I'll keep this just for flavourings for things like pizzas or little extras, rather than just use that as a basic condiment on everything. It's only a small bottle, so I'll try and get my money's worth out of it. So I've paid 42 pence for that. Had I bought it in the supermarket, it would have cost me £1.40, so it's a 98 pence saving. Next item is a bag of hash browns. There's 20 in the bag. Now I've paid £1.68 for those. It would have only cost me £2 in the supermarket, so it's a 32 pence saving. We do like a hash brown. We were going to actually, when we were away in America, we had the loose hash browns. Mr. Wallflower said I was going to make hash browns today, but the loose version that we had while we were on holiday. and I come back with the bag, so he said, oh, we'll just eat them. Next item is a tin of bacon grill. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but we really enjoy spam and bacon grill, etc. So again, it's a two item, so it cost me 84 pence. Would have cost £1.70 in the supermarket, so it's a 96 pence saving, an 86 pence saving. The last item on the list has been an absolute godsend. So this is a sack of Charlotte potatoes. Let me open up and show you inside. They're absolutely beautiful. A lovely size. We like the smaller potatoes. Really nice size, lovely colour. Charlotte potatoes. Now I've paid £3 for that sack. What was the kilo weight in it? 20 kilos. Now had we bought that 20 kilo sack in the supermarket, would have actually cost £20, so it's a £17 saving. So all in all, it doesn't look like a lot here today. I'm glad to say it's a full table and the sack. I've spent in total £24.44, so I'm on target. The cost, had I bought it all in the supermarket, would have been £122.54. So the savings to me today are £98.10. Woohoo! Mr. Wallflowers will just pan down and show you everything. So that'll keep us well fed, never mind the week ahead, but the next few weeks ahead. So yeah, really looking forward to packaging this all up and putting it in the pantries, the fridges and the freezers. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you like what you see. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Please take care, remember you're loved, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.